Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Kayla. This is our Kinesiology 323 Sport and Gender video project.
The question we will be discussing is, what kind of role does media play in the unequal amount of airtime that females receive versus males?
Media is defined as the main means of mass communication, broadcasting, publishing, and the internet regarded collectively. There are two types of media: print media, which includes newspapers, magazines, fanzines, books, catalogs, event programs, and even trading cards. Electronic media includes radio, television, and film, according to Coakley.
The 2017 WNBA Finals were broadcasted on ABC and ESPN. Only the finals were broadcasted. If you are to scroll through television channels, you would not find a regular season WNBA game televised, but you would find an abundant amount of NBA games. In addition, ESPN rarely shows highlights of women's sports unless it's an extremely great play or game. ESPN argues that they have made drastic improvements, but dramatic inequalities still remain.
A study by researchers Michael Messer and Michael Amusto of USC and Cheryl Cookie of Purdue University collected data between the years of 1989 and 2014. The researchers found that women athletes are actually covered less in media now than they were in 1989. In 2014, only 3.2% of network television coverage was given to women's sports. SportsCenter only gave women 2% of that coverage.
Every day, women's sports are marginalized, and it is most noticeable during major international sporting events like the Olympics. Messner observed that U.S. media discovers women's sports all over again, only to have this level of coverage and attention disappear when the international event ends. It is stated, the U.S. media loves to get behind our athletes, both men and women, when they are competing on a world stage, but ignores the myriad sports taking place every day within our national borders. I suspect what we have here is nationalism trumping sexism.
Less sponsorships for female athletes is a direct link between less publicity and PR for female athletes.
According to Coakley, sexuality is a person's sexual orientation or preference. Prettier women get more sponsorships and endorsements. For example, Alex Morgan gets more media attention and sponsorships because she fits the profile of an attractive woman. Abby Wambach, on the other hand, is arguably a better soccer player than Alex Morgan, but doesn't get media attention because she's not attractive enough and has a haircut that is not necessarily liked by some of the public.
Sexploitation is defined as types of marketing, promotion, or attempts to gain media coverage which highlights the sexual attributes of female athletes, especially the visibility of their bodies. A male's athletic worth is not based on his attractiveness or his sexual appeal. Rather, he will be judged by his athletic skills, unlike many female athletes. The executive director of the Women's Sports Foundation, Donna Lopiano, voiced her opinion in the Sports Foundation newsletter. Any exposure in a sports magazine that minimizes athletic achievement and skill and emphasizes the female athlete as a sex object is insulting and degrading. There are some strong opinions of those who oppose sexploitation of female athletes, and there are others who are in favor of this marketing tactic.
Society has progressively made improvements which have resulted in a decline in over-sexualization. A study reports that the decline in insulting and humorously sexualized stories about women athletes is both a byproduct of the coverage decrease, but has also caused the decline in coverage. Women have been covered less, it seems, because sports announcers are no longer allowed to turn them into sexual objects.
Race is used to classify human beings into categories used to be biological and related to attributes such as intelligence, temperament, and physical abilities.
Penn State's Marie Harden adds that we can't discount race from the way we talk about female athletes. In both men's and women's sports, the people of color competing greatly outnumber the people of color reporting on them.
According to Harden, African American female athletes have a really steep hill to climb. She mentioned Clarissa Shields, a boxer from Flint, Michigan. Shields won an Olympic gold medal in London in 2012, the first year women's boxing was an Olympic sport, and most people have no idea who she is. Boxing, she continued, is a sport we have a hard time watching women compete in.
Hardin added, from that point forward, it became much more clear to everyone that it's very difficult to approach any sort of conversations that have a diverse group of people and subjects and issues if you're constantly receiving commentary on it from the exact same point of view.
Sports writer Kavitha Davidson agrees that while more female writers would lead to more coverage, that's not the overall solution. We need more women in this industry. We need more women of color in this industry. We need more gay, lesbian, and trans people in this industry, and we need younger people in this industry. It's been so homogenous for so long.